All right, Yugi fam, it is time for your VR chat news for the week and today, of course. Now, this update is technically from the from October 12th, 2023, but there is something I want to talk about here for in terms of VR chat world development, and that is this particular portion of the update. So, VR chat recently updated for open beta users, and now Unity 2022 is being tested out for open beta. Now you may be wondering why is this important in terms for VRChat World developers? Because right now the current version for Unity to develop VRChat World is Unity 2019. Okay. Now what is the big difference with the two besides a new Unity version? Well, I'll explain what that is in just a moment. Let's read this portion of the update. So they had a rollback because some stuff was not working. Okay, so we need to read this part right here. Unity 2022 Open Beta. Our Open Beta is currently testing a version of VRChat running on Unity 2022. This is a change from our current version, which is Unity 2019, which everybody is using to develop. We are getting very close to finishing up the 2022 testing. We expect to go live with Unity 2022 within the next few weeks. Expect us to see publishing and testing instructions for project migration as well before that date, as well as the final "this is the version we're using" decision. Remember though, no re-uploads are required. All content from Live VR Chat works in this build. This is your penultimate warning though. Test your content, test their content, test their content. If you find a bug, report it. If you don't report it, we will not be fixed. Do not assume someone else has reported it. We don't care about duplicates. Make sure your reports are good. In short, good bug reports are clearly written, concise, and they contain all relevant information necessary to make the bug happen on anyone's computer. If you can't provide the last part, especially, it makes it super hard to fix. So, let's say something is not right and something is not supposed to be there. That's where you gotta have to make a bug report, especially in VRChat. Now, if you're reporting the world because of that, make sure that it's because of the fact that it's not working on Unity 2022 and not something else. Because you can still report the world for other reasons like inappropriate content. Okay? Now, if the world is glitched, that's a different story. It could be something else. Okay? Now, why is this important for VRChat World developers beyond a new update to Unity? Well, funnily enough, some of the assets that I'm looking into require a higher version of Unity. So, for example, this particular asset is the low poly shooter pack from Infirma Games. Why is this important? Because there is an asset in here that I can actually use for the target practice room that I may develop for the for the for the world for the PvP world. I cannot use this yet because number one, the asset requires a 2020 version or higher, which means if Unity goes 2022, I could use this, but right now it's not 2022 yet. It's 2019. So that's why that's important. Also important, let's say that I decided, you know what, I want to make a PvP map using the whatever system I find, but I want to find a different team or a different environment. So I found the low poly pack from this particular studio, and what I found out is, besides the price being expensive, there is something you guys got to know. Most of these, if you go to view details, are going to require at least 2021 version of Unity. And with 2022 coming to VRChat, this one can be used, assuming of course you buy it for 100 something bucks, and you have the correct Unity version or higher. Okay, so 2021 is required for this one, and 2022 is going to fulfill this nicely. Assuming of course you want a casino for your PvP. That is up to you, not up to me. Something like the city pack here, you can also get this for the PvP. This is worth $20 and it requires Unity version 2021. So most of the assets that you've been seeing me use right now is 2019 or lower or earlier. Okay? So right now we are in this stage right here, 2019. In the future, we're going to be in 2022 or higher. So I am able to get the, let's say, the low poly ultimate pack. Obviously not free, but you get my gif. Low poly asset bundle for 6,000 models at $80 and etc. 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 in here. So that's what you guys can get in here when it comes to the asset bundle. Okay. Now, what else can you do besides asset bundles? Anything that is 2022 or higher, when it comes out, can be used for the VRChat world. The Aurora FPS engine, for example, is 2019 2019. But don't just get this just because it's the FPS bundle. This is actually for an actual game. You just want the assets. So all this you can use in VRChat world. Even the underworld cave environment if you need one. This is I believe 2020. Oh no, it's 2017, so you can actually use this right off the rip. But so now a lot of assets get available to you because of the upgrade to Unity. Other news for VRChat, if you guys are interested, the main story for today is the Unity 2022 beta and the Unity 2022 update. But if you are interested, there are other news included, including content gating. Don't forget about content gating. Make sure to label your words correctly. Okay. Now, if it gets reported for content gating incorrect labels, they will help you out though. This is to prevent if I remember correctly, this is to make sure that other people can filter out different worlds based on tags, and those tags are based on the content warning. Like, for example, excessive gore or violence in the Archive world. Obviously, you cannot really kill characters, but because of the nature of like um, the Halloween event, like you might actually see animated blood or weapon stuff, all that. You have to put the content warnings out there, or else they might report it for that reason, and not for the reason like, oh, this world sucks or something. It's more likely the content gating. Okay, so just keep that in mind if you are looking into content gating. We also have screen space canvas. So if you have something like this, make sure you guys make sure you guys know about this. But this is for the mobile development in terms of like Android. Keep in mind, Android is being tested right now for VRChat. If you are a VRChat Plus member and you have a mobile phone in terms of like the Android. And of course, because it's almost December, if you guys are interested, there's going to be an event for the New Year celebration. So if you are interested in doing the countdown in VR chat, that is for you. Make sure to look out for announcements about that particular event. If you are planning to do a VR chat countdown in VR chat for New Year 2024. Um, Another thing we need to note in terms of like the beta, I forgot to mention, make sure that you also update your SDK, the development kit for your VR chat with VCC. That is not up yet. I will be looking at the Discord for more information in a few days. Okay, so make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you guys join their Discord as well because they also announce stuff. I'm going to start like putting out videos from their Discord for even more context. All right, that is all for your news for today for VR Chat. We'll see you guys tonight for some Stardew Valley. Enjoy, and as always, live life to the fullest and get ready for 2022 Unity.